Jeffrey's just this nice bloke from down the road, isn't he? What's wrong with you?
Hello, I'm Jeffrey. I've just moved in.
So what is it about this Jeffrey bloke that we gotta watch out for? Let's find out in this episode of the SideHustle to Win experience. This is where we get together to discuss issues that you really care about. Alright, so in this episode we are going to talk about a couple of tokens that got Jeffrey'd. And what does that really mean? Also, I got some Uniswap gem bangers that are gonna drop this week, and if you were part of my Telegram announcement channel or like my page on Facebook, you would have gotten advance notice about those particular projects. And at the end of the video, I like to start a brand new segment that I like to call Hustling with the Family, where I go into the previous videos, pick out one comment where we discuss it and chop it up. So, if this is the kind of content that you like more of, please like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload new content. Now, I want to personally thank you for joining me in my experience to financial freedom and come along for the ride. Please remember that I'm not a financial advisor and to do your own due diligence and research. Before I get started, please follow me on Telegram, t.me/SideHustle2win1, and like my page on Facebook, facebook.com/SideHustle2win1. On there, I give some exclusive updates that I don't get a chance to make a video on, such as advance notice about 2 of the Uniswap gem bangers that I'm going to be talking about in this episode. So, let's get into it. First, what does it mean for a coin to get Jeffrey'd? Let's explain who Jeffrey is. I'm going to show you a little picture. A little meme, if you will. You see that handsome face? You know who that is. That's Jeff Kerdakis. However, I like to call him Jeffrey Kerdactyl, because he makes them tokens fly. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Alright, to start with, let's see his accomplishments so far. Let's see what is his rep, his experience, right? Number 1, Trust Swap. If you got in with your boy SideHustle, I launched a video about Trust Swap hours after the drop, and you got in then, you would have been very happy. Let's start with number 2. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Axion. Now, Axion is a rebrand of the original Hex2T token. Hex2T decided to rebrand into Axion to distinguish themselves away from Hex. And this token got Jeffrey. What do I mean? Oh, let's go ahead and show you. Here's a little message from their Twitter feed. An Axion holder recently cashed out to purchase an entire house. Absolutely incredible. So now you're looking at the house that was paid entirely with Axion. Once again, Axion got Jeffrey. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Jeffrey, oh, sorry. Jeffrey Kerdactyl. Jeffrey Kerdactyl. Now we're going to talk about the third token that is about to get Jeffrey that hasn't gotten Jeffrey yet. What token is that? It's a little token that I like to call Chaingames. Play against live players and win crypto. Peer-to-peer multiplayer battles, instant payouts after each match, stats, achievements, friends list, blockchain integrated wagering. So it looks like their first game is going to be Super Crypto Kart. It's probably very similar to Super Mario Kart, I'm guessing, but that's just an assumption. And right now you can download for Android, download for Windows, download for macOS, download it for Linux. So eventually you'll be able to buy this on Uniswap. However, if you want to purchase it before then, you have to participate in the IEO. Now, what are some of the requirements for the IEO? Number 1, you have to hold 10,000 of the Trust Swap tokens. Done by your boy, Jeffrey Kerdactyl. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! I know. I have to say caw-caw, caw-caw every time. Sorry, it's just a thing. Alright, so on top of the fact that you need to hold 10,000 Trust Swap tokens to participate in the IEO, you also need to KYC and not be a resident in any of the sanctioned countries, such as one of the UN sanctioned countries. There's a list. Go on and check. And then also, you cannot be from the United States of America, because USA residents are also not allowed. Now, we all know regulation in the USA is slowly starting to turn around against crypto, but it's still a long ways there. So as of right now, you cannot be from the USA and participate in IEO, or from any of the sanctioned countries such as Iran and all those. And you have to have 10,000 TrustSwap tokens. Now that's a lot of requirements to get into this Chaingames. You might want to wait until it releases on Uniswap. But your boy SideHustle, I'm not just going to make a video to talk about a token that's so hard to get into, right? I promise you some Uniswap gem bangers. So let's go ahead and talk about number one. I like to call it Bitgear. Look at the spinny gear. Gaga, gaga. It is your aggregator for everything digital assets, DeFi, one-click tools, and our very own proprietary arbitrage engine to earn and stake daily. Easy to use and tailored to the everyday user. Join us now and start earning passively. Now this thing is getting a ton of hype. Like low-key, it's blowing up. So if you were part of my Telegram announcement channel or like my page on Facebook, I gave you advance notice to check out Bitgear. You know, join the Discord, because right now all the cryptocurrency projects have a Discord, and that's where you are likely to get the most amount of information. So I always direct my viewers, my family, my community, my subscribers to their Discord. But I wanted to highlight something. So right now they currently have a stress test. Let's go ahead and show you that real quick. And what the stress test is kind of like an alpha engine of what their product does. So this is an exchange that you're watching, ETH USDT right now. As you can see, woo, ETH is taking a little nap right now. It's sleepy time for ETH for a little bit. So while on days like these, when crypto is having a down day, those are sale days for me. I like to purchase coins when they're down and sell them when they're up. That's, you know, if you watch my channel for a while, that's the way I do it. But you know, that's up to you. So this is basically an alpha of their exchange. And this, of course, is not just this. This is just part of it. Let's go ahead and get into what they do. So what's their vision? They're going to have arbitrage, which is passive trading for instant earnings. They're going to have cross-chain interoperability between Polkadot and Ethereum dexes. They're going to allow staking, stake gear for bonus tiers and fee reduction. So that's pretty common, where you know, you stake their exchange tokens, you get a fee reduction and you get some bonus tiers. And then one click exchange for the best price and best rates. That sounds a little like one click, 1 inch. All right, and then what else do they got? They have burning. Locked gear is burned daily, okay? And then they have DeFi aggregation and the best rate finder. So this exchange part is just part of their solution across all the other things. The things I really like, the cross-chain. You know, cross-chain is a huge deal right now between Ethereum and trying to branch out to Polkadot. If you know anything about Polkadot, Polkadot is the new hotness. It's the new protocol coin coming out. If you can get involved in some Polkadot things, you might want to take a deep look into that. So we always like staking. Burning is obviously one of the hot terms right now. DeFi, that's the hotness. You can't get away from that. And then if you like passive trading for instant earnings, then you're into arbitrage, right? So I want to highlight one other thing that came out. So Bitgear, their Twitter account. Oh, thank you, Twitter, for reloading on me. That's all right. I'm sure that it's maybe has some new info it wants to tell me. No, it doesn't. Okay, so let's go ahead and scroll on down. The one thing I wanted to show is this. Oh, number one, the official gear listing is on Wednesday, August 12th, 1700 UTC. So get ready for that. You can check their Bitgear Discord. I'm going to link down in the description below for all the latest info. But the big thing is this. They have a partnership announcement with Changelly. Now, if you don't know what Changelly does, Changelly allows you to change cryptocurrency from one to another, such as Ethereum to Bitcoin, Ethereum to Litecoin, Ripple to Bitcoin, so on and so forth, right? So that is probably what they're going to integrate in the back end to do a lot of that interoperability that they were talking about, and the one click to find the best rates across, right? So what is Changelly? This Changelly is its own platform. This is a Changelly. I've used Changelly before. They're relatively quick and relatively low fees. So in case you need, swap over to something USDT or swap something over to a different cryptocurrency, Changelly is a good choice for that. And why do I think that's a big deal? Well, it's because of a little thing like this. Changelly is partners with Binance. So Bitgear is partners with Changelly. Changelly is partners with Binance. Does that mean, well, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole just yet, but I'm just saying partnerships are good, right? So that I'm very hyped about Bitgear. It's going to be launching relatively soon. So click on the Discord link, check out for all the info, confirm that launch date. You know, sometimes they change at the last minute or something. So you want to make sure that you have the latest info. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is sBTC, unfolding the power of soft Bitcoin economy. So they're trying to peg one sBTC, which is a ERC20 token, to 0.0001 BTC. Now, I like the fact that if you see my last video about Ample against the world with all the Ample clones, Rample, Zamp, Rebase, there's so many, right? There's a lot. So this sBTC is a different spin on that. It will have a rebase, but instead of pegging to USDT or burning like Zamp, it's going to peg to 0.001 BTC. I put a link to the Discord in my Telegram announcements and my Facebook page. I'm going to put a link to that sBTC in the link description below. The reason why I liked sBTC because number one, it's got the rebase. However, it's doing it a little bit different, pegging it to Bitcoin instead of USD. I really wish that they, changed the name up a little bit because, who wants a soft Bitcoin? I like them hard, right? I want a hard Bitcoin or something. Or maybe, I guess, software Bitcoin doesn't sound as good, but that's just a little thing. But the thing I want to highlight is this. On top of the fact that they're going to have a rebase, it's also going to allow you to stake, which is going to come relatively soon. Remember, check out the Discord link if you want the latest info. They might have it right now. The other thing I want to highlight is this. So number one, they've been having a soft launch, which means they didn't publicize it and they were trying to let the early birds, the people who are found out about the project early supporters who get in at a lower price. And then for the profits they make out of that, they are going to use that for liquidity, for the Uniswap, and so on and so forth, right? So now they're going to finally start the official launch, which is coming on August 12th, 2020, 3 a.m. UCT. As you can see, August 12th is going to be a lit day. It's going to have the official launch of Softcoin. It's going to have the official launch of Bitgear. But the thing I want to highlight, truly highlight, is this. I didn't even know they had the launch thing. This is it. The community asked for locked liquidity. The team took a step further. We burnt the liquidity instead. A total of, and this is a massive amount. You don't see projects burn or lock liquidity like this. 3,542.59 ETH and 474,298 sBTC. Just the ETH value alone is ridiculous. Most launches are around 150 ETH to 300 ETH blocked. That's what you see on an average. This one is almost 10x that, with 3,542 ETH. That's huge. Before the official launch, you already have this amount of liquidity burned in, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at this. So this is the, this is a 24-hour. Let's go with the all. Okay, so CoinStats actually started counting on the 10th, but it was a little bit before that. And if you checked out my Telegram announcement channel and my Facebook page, you would have got in right around between the 1.50 to 250 range, depending on when you saw it. And now we're already at 3.32, and that's before the first rebase. So I'm pretty excited and hyped about the launch of sBTC. I want to see where this goes. All right, so this next one is going to be a deep sleeper. It's one of those ones where it's not very well known, barely put onto the map. Somebody had turned me onto this, so I decided, hey, I'm going to take a look at this, right? So the next one we're going to talk about is ETHPlus. So you can trade it on the Probit exchange. Probit is actually a pretty decent exchange. It's got decent volume on there. It doesn't require KYC, so if you're interested in getting some ETHPlus, you can click on the link in the description below and sign up an account with Probit. All right, so what we're looking at is the daily chart here. And as you can see, before it was down here, right around the these are in ETH prices, so 0.001264, and I guess news got out a little bit about this token, boom, and it bumped up, and now we're roughly around 0.013241, which is roughly 5.011 USDT. All right, so then for my particular ETHPlus strategy, I am planning to have a trade stack where I keep some on the exchange to trade, and then a HODL stack where I'm going to utilize a platform to earn me more ETHPlus. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So the Nexums platform, they're utilizing an ETHPlus token. So it's the vision of connecting people, as you can see. Let's scroll on down. About us, Nexum is about connection, bond, and relationships. Through this new model of business, us from Nexums, we want to merge purposes through the innovation offered by the crypto technology. Connect to people, connect to worlds, connect to the best of technology. What connections do you want to make towards your future? So they got, they use the Etherscan Blockchain Explorer. They provide the best automated trade service. The flexibilization of the working methods, offer you greater autonomy, so on and so forth. But most of these projects, towards the end, they all start to sound the same a little bit. It's all about execution and hype, right? So in order to sign up, if you're interested, you can click on the join in the link description below, and it should bring you to this page where it says you put in your full name. Obviously, this particular site, as far as I know, doesn't do KYC, so we're just gonna put in a name. I'm gonna go through the process with you. Username, you put in your email address. I'm just putting in mine for testing. And then I want to highlight this ETHP wallet. That is going to be in your Ethereum wallet where you can store ERC tokens, or ERC20 tokens. So, whatever, if you use MetaMask, that's your Ethereum address. If you're using Trust Wallet, that's your Ethereum address, right? So you want to make sure you put in something there, and then you put the country that, and then you put in a password. After you put in passwords, you hit sign up. Now, after you sign up, okay, so after you sign up, it's gonna say congratulations, successfully created a new account. The register need to confirm email now. It's gonna send you an email to your email address. Once you confirm that, you'll be able to log in. So we're gonna log in. Let's go ahead and log in. Yeah, my internet is corrosing today. Maybe the site's slow. I don't know, but let's find out here. So once you log in, when it finally loads, let's see here. It's going to tell you see Probit, CoinMarketCap, it's got a scrolling ticker, and then it's going to tell you the plan. Now you can purchase with Bitcoin or ETHPlus. I would mention that you probably want to purchase with ETHPlus because there is no fees involved, whereas with Bitcoin there's 5% fees, right? So essentially, if you purchase a plan 100, it'll give you 200 at the end. So like I mentioned before, and the packages go all the way down to, looks like 50,000. All right, so once you do that, you would just go back to the Probit exchange, and then you would, it's going to give you a little, let's pretend, let's just go ahead and click one here. Click ETHPlus order. It should present you with an invoice that tells you an Ethereum address to send the ETHPlus to and how much ETHPlus to send exactly. And you want to send that exactly so that way your invoice is correct. So let's go ahead and go through here. We'll wait for this to pull up. There it goes. So for those of you on the mobile, you can use the QR code. It should automatically copy this Ethereum address that you're sending to the ETHPlus 2, and it tells you the exact amount. So 19 point, and you want to make sure you get all the decimals here, because if you don't, it's not going to work. So save yourself the hassle of working with the admin to figure out what's happened. Send this exact amount to this exact address, whether you're using MetaMask or Trust Wallet. Make sure you just double click, highlight this, and then copy it and make sure that you send to the correct address and the correct amount. And after about, I want to say 10 block confirmations, you come back to this page, and then boom, you'll be able, it'll show that you're on one of the plans, and then you'll be able to start earning ETHPlus tokens. And once you get those ETHPlus tokens, you can come back to the exchange and sell your ETHPlus tokens here. All right, so I hope you enjoyed all that. I got all the bangers for you. I got the Jeffrey tokens for you. Which one of the Jeffrey tokens did you like, or did you get Jeffrey on any of those tokens? And which one of the new Uniswap bangers did you like the most? And if you were in my Telegram or Facebook, did you use that early opportunity to accumulate some sBTC or log into Bitgear and check out what all the hype is about? Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the brand new segment, Hustling with the Family, where I pick out a comment from my previous video and we discuss it and chop it up. So the comment I found interesting from my last video is from Gerald Draper Jr. Can you do an episode on rapping? And can you mention any projects coming on board that raps as soon as possible? If only I mention in your next video for the community to do their research and due diligence. So rapping is essentially what you do is, say for example, you take a Bitcoin and you wrap it in Ethereum, which means you essentially sell the Bitcoin into Ethereum, or not sell the Bitcoin, but hold it in Ethereum or equivalent value of it and lock it into Ethereum. So then you would call it something like sBTC, you know, no relation to soft BTC, but synthetic BTC or wrap BTC, WBTC instead. What do I have? That's an example of that. Just for you, Gerald, we are going to talk about Synthetix, which is what I talked about in that particular comment discussion. Like I mentioned, I have some of the smartest subscribers in the world, although not scientifically proven. All right, so what is Synthetix? It is a protocol for trading synthetic assets on Ethereum. So what Synthetix does, it does allow the wrapping, except calling it wrapping, they call it synthetic. So introducing synths. Synths are tokens that provide exposures to assets such as gold, Bitcoin, US dollars, Tesla, which is coming soon, and Apple, which is coming soon within the Ethereum blockchain. So what they do is they take the collateral of a share of Tesla stock, the collateral of a US dollar, they lock it in and give you a representation of that in synths, right? So what are their current tokens right now? So right now they have an inverse Binance coin. They have a gold ounce, so SXAU, that's synthetic gold. So then you can trade a wrapped or synthetic version of gold. They have the FTSE 100 index. So if you're aware of FTSE 100 index, it is a ETF that's traded in the stock market. They have a wrapped version or synthetic version of that. So Synthetix is something that I've been bullish on ever since this thing launched, just because this allows you to get exposure to just about anything your mind can think of, whatever they decide to put on their particular platform. I'm sure that you're going to see more and more platforms come out with this as we bridge the cryptocurrency world with the real life world, right? So I'm bullish on Synthetix. I'm bullish on anything that wraps, and I'm bullish on derivatives, which is a financial instrument that we're not seeing a lot of on the cryptocurrency front, but I think we will. You've been enjoying the content in this video? Here are a few other videos that I think you'd be into. If you have not done so by now, please like, share, subscribe, and click on that notification bell. And as always, leave things better than when you found them and get your hustle on.